So what are we doing today? Well, if you watch my videos at all, if I'm inside, it usually means it's raining. And that's true. It finally broke the summer. We're finally getting some rain. The leaves on the trees are starting to fall, but it's just been pretty dry and most of our ponds are getting low. So speaking of ponds, I mean, this is like one of those I don't believe it stories. So I used AI to check out whether it could scientifically work. So I had a friend that was digging ponds for the NRCS, and they won't pay for old ponds to fix them at all, but they will pay for new ponds. And so, or like at least subsidize what it costs to build them. And so they wanted this one pond filled in, but it wasn't a real requirement, but it had never grown anything, like no grass, no fish, nothing would grow in there. So he tried to do what the NRCS wanted him to do, and he had a contractor friend that threw some drywall in there. And all of a sudden it cleared, it was less murky, and vegetation started to grow around this pond within a month. And I was like, wow, I wonder what that is. And so, I mean, other than I'm like thinking there might have been like arsenic or something, like adhesives and things inside that drywall board, but I know that the majority of the drywall is made out of gypsum. And so I looked it up, and AI said that when you have a clay soil, which we have around here, the small particulate will stay on the surface of the water, making it look murky and muddy, and that it usually has a negative charge. So the calcium ions that are in the gypsum will bond with those negatively charged particulate matter and have them drop to the bottom of the water of the tank or the pond. And then because, so that's called like fluctuation, or I probably pronounced it a little weird, but anyway. And then the pH was probably, gypsum board has an alkaline acidity to it, or pH to it, and he must have had a high, or an acid, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 is the acid level, up to 7, which is neutral. So the alkalinity of the gypsum board also fixed his pH problem, which was probably too acidic, which allowed the plants to grow. So by like just luck, somebody had some gypsum board and threw it in there and cured that problem. So I don't think he's going to be filling it in. I think now that it's like looking nice, he's going to go ahead and leave it. So anyway, that's and you'll see also on other YouTubes, people buy agricultural ginseng, a bag of it. It's very cheap, and you know, ideally you'd buy the agricultural stuff that's just pure with ginseng in it. So if you have like a muddy pond that's not really nice looking, you might want to like measure the pH and throw some ginseng in there and see what happens, because I mean, that's just like one of those amazing stories, and that's why it's really important that farmers get together and talk about their successes and their failures, because somebody can learn something. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're just sharing a really unique story, at least I think so, with how to solve a problem if you have a clay pond that's murky and nothing's really growing around it. So there you go. Have a good day. I hope you have good weather where you're at as well. Bye.